Well, howdy, 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 y'all. Welcome to the show. I'm RC coming to y'all live from Austin, Texas, here on November 5th, 2025. Yes, remember the 5th of November. Apollo is drinking water right now. I don't know if you can hear it, but he's drinking it. And yeah, we're going to be here for a little while doing some oracle readings, communion with the universe, talking about current events, whatever y'all feel like you need to know from the universe. I'm here to channel it for y'all. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a informative time, hopefully. Anyway, I'm Marcy Cola. Welcome to the show. Thank y'all for tuning in. We got Patrick P&G. Oh, good. Fuck you. Awesome. Wonderful. Yes. I'm sorry about my Guy Fawkes makeup. It ain't perfect. I just kind of at the last second decided I wanted to commemorate the moment just because it felt like it needed to be commemorated. And I just was like, okay, I'm just gonna do some white face because I can because I'm white, and then draw on some black stuff where the others, y'all seen the mask. Look at my social media, my Instagram and my Facebook and my Twitter, X, whatever, Twixer. Look at them. I put a picture of the mask up there. And then I was like, shit, now I got to recreate that. I don't got that stuff in my closet. I got rid of all my drag years ago, y'all. So I cobbled it together. So apologies if it ain't perfect. But you know what? I don't care. Woo. I see y'all are in the house. All right. Well, y'all know what we do here. And for all the looky-loos who are in the house but not on the line or looking at it later, just let me go over it real quick. I'm Marcicola, the OraCola. I channel the universe through the questions that you ask me in the live chat. If you have a question and you're in the live chat, put it in all caps because I'm blind. I'm very old and blind. And then I will spin the Wheel of Fortunes, the lucky Wheel of Fortunes, and we'll get an oracle and we'll answer the question, hopefully. If not, we might have a laugh. We might go, what the fuck is she talking about? I don't get it, because it's going to get you later. Like 20 years later, you're going to be like, God damn it, now I know what she was meaning. That's just the way the oracles work sometimes. They ain't always obvious. That's a lot to say. They ain't always obvious. All right. Anyway, so I do that, and that's how we do the show. I'll be here for a little while. I don't know how long. Depends on y'all. If y'all want the show to go a little bit longer, you got to keep them questions coming. This is how it works. If I run out of shit to say, I'm closing up shop because I got my fast food job to get to in the morning, and it's supposed to be a doozy of a morning. So, yeah, I'm just kind of half mentally preparing for that right now as we speak. Just letting y'all know. If I'm a little distracted, it's because I know in like 4 hours, I got to get up and do some shit. Am I channeling Guy Fawkes tonight? No, I ain't channeling Guy Fawkes. Guy Fawkes is a terrorist. And I think also maybe possibly a patsy along the lines of some other possible patsies we've all been exposed to in the last, however many long years you want to talk about. Yeah, so the basic story, if you don't know, and you can always chat, Google, Wiki, the thing, if you really want to know what the man wants you to think about it. But here's what happened, essentially. You got this young man who was, I'm assuming, proselytized or radicalized, however you want to describe it, into becoming a Catholic after being brought up as a Protestant. Now, there's a lot of issues with that, especially, oh shit, it's okay, it's just my CBD. Back then, and this was, I did have to put this in my social post because it was too funny to not mention. 420 years ago. 420 years ago. So, yeah, we have a whole 420 vibe sitting in on this anniversary. But anyway, long story short, radicalized, went across the ocean to fight with Catholics in a different war that didn't have nothing to do with him. And then come back to the United Kingdom and was recruited by a rich man who was also Catholic, I think a noble person, who knows. And he was like, you know what, if we just kill this fucking Protestant king, we can have a Catholic nation again. Like we did a couple hundred years ago, you know, before Henry VIII fucked all that shit up. So anyway, he was recruited. He was the one that got caught when they went down to, like, you know, inspect the underneath the parliament. Because the plot was, and this is kind of sophisticated for the time, I'm going to be honest. It was a Unabomber before the Unabomber was a thing. Guy Fawkes and his co-conspirators was going to rent out this room, and they did. They rented out this little space, like storage unit, basically a storage unit. And it just so happened to be underneath where the House of Lords in Parliament was going to sit when they did their parliament thing, whatever they did. And then they ended up, over the course of a year or so, piling it up with a bunch of gunpowder. Sometimes it went off. They had to resupply, you know, and they covered it up with firewood and other shit you would put in a storage unit. And the only reason they got caught was because somebody dropped the dime on them. And I don't know if it was one of the other co-conspirators, because I have a feeling, just saying, I have a feeling that the noble people who was the actual people in charge of making sure this plot was going on, they supposedly was killed in a gunfight when they was going to be arrested at their estate. This is what I read. I mean, could be wrong. Could be wrong. I read it on the Wikipedia. You know they ain't reliable. But in a hurry to research this today, I saw that, you know, the noble people who instigated the whole thing, FBI, CIA, all them people, they somehow just kind of like get off easy. Well, the other conspirators who was caught, who was lower class, you know, they all got drawn and quartered, hung, drawn and quartered, all that horrible medieval shit. So yeah, I don't know that this person wasn't a patsy, but the interesting thing is, it is a celebrated holiday to this day, 420 years later, in certain parts of Great Britain and other, you know, Commonwealth countries, not necessarily U.S., because, you know, we got our own fireworks holiday. It's 4th of July. This is the UK's 4th of July, kind of, because they get to set off fireworks, right? This is when they're allowed to set off the fireworks. So, yeah, this is their 4th of July, and I'm just going to celebrate it by putting on the clown mask with makeup poorly and doing a show for y'all. Woo! But anyway, that was the brief history of Guy Fawkes Day. Yeah, November 5th. Okay, well, before I get started, I know y'all already got some stuff in there. Excellent. All right, I'm going to do the ritual. This is just for me to, like, center myself before I get going. And it is 9/11 right now. So we're going to do the ritual. I do have a lotto ticket to scritch off later, so manifest that win. Okay, here we go. First thing I like to do is burn the sacred wood. I always burn the sacred wood unless I forget to do the ritual, which happens occasionally. You know, shit goes on. But you know what? Tonight I remembered. So we're going to burn the sacred wood, let the universe know we're here with our sweet smelling smoke from the White Lady Witch shop. Okay, next up we got our copper bell, also from the White Lady Witch shop. I guess I had some extra money that day. I don't know how I acquired all this shit. And then this is going to ring out through the place and let the universe know that we're here. And then also we're chasing away the negative energy. And then we got our Prospera spray. This is for prosperity. Always trying to manifest that good abundance, not that bad abundance. Don't let the man's entities fool you into manifesting the bad abundance. It's a bad way to go. Manifest the good. And then our Florida water to anoint the chakras. Make sure they're nice and lubricated. Even that one way down there between the cheeks. And then, yeah, we've done our ritual. So I can get to the questions. Let's see. Patrick, will all the New Yorkers be flocking to Texas now? I don't think so. I don't feel it. I feel any New Yorker that was prone to move to Texas would have done it a few years ago during the COVID. This is the only jewelry, by the way, that I could wear that would commemorate the night so well. Just saying. But let's see what the universe has to say. Okay. Oh, man's minion. Oh my God. This is a new oracle, y'all. I know that we have not had a chance to really work out the new oracles, but man's minion is one of them. And it is a group of successful-ish people circa COVID times. Because, you know, these things take a while to get published. And I don't know the actual publication date on this because the actual box is not within my reach, but it's probably in the early 2020s. Just guessing. And yeah, this is a bunch of people who are influential in business, entertainment, politics, basically the man's minions. So we're going to see what man minion has got. A call out for the New Yorkers, now that Mom Donnie or whatever his name is. I'm assuming it's a him, but maybe they're they, them, who knows. These days you can never tell. Yeah, I'm assuming that's what y'all are talking about. I personally have not been there very interested because I don't live in New York City. I'm very selfish with my time and my mental strength and capabilities. And if I don't have an actual devoted interest in doing it or dealing with it in the moment, it's very far out of my brain. Very far. So for all y'all that's living in New York City, and I know some folks in New York City, and I know that some of them are probably very happy about the results, and maybe some others are not. But you know what? That's none of my business because I don't fucking live there. Just saying. Okay, here we go. Will they be coming to Texas? God, I hope not. There's too many people here already. What do we got here? Oh, Angela Merkel. Okay. This is the former German Prime Minister. And this tells you how old this deck is that this person is still considered influential, but it's a symbolic choice, I think. Angela Merkel is the man's minion, 100%. One of them, you know, closet dykes that's always just like working the way up. They might have had to suck a dick or two early in their career, but then eventually they just went to, you know, eating the carpet. They went and ate the carpet for a while, and then they suddenly was approved. Because you don't get approved unless you do some wild shit. Anyway, Angela Merkel, I feel like, yeah, the answer to your question is they will not be. They will want to. But even if they did, they wouldn't like it here because they ain't welcome. There's the answer. All the people who would have moved already have moved. Everybody else is there. They're staying. They're in it to win it. They're in it to win it. And we're going to see how their next move plays out. I'm very curious because I don't live there. Like I said, ain't my monkey, ain't my circus. Okay. Okay, where we go? I got this one. Prince. Hey, Prince. Today, I found a new user, an account on my laptop named John. Thoughts? Well, either you're hacked or currently being bot farmed, or you bought an old ass computer, or your boss did, and they didn't wipe the drive clean. Okay, so there's a tarot. Regardless of what the answer is, let's find out what the universe thinks. I feel called to hum a song while I'm dealing out this shuffle. You know what else is calling out? And y'all can't hear it, but I can. There's a helicopter right now. It's kind of loud, maybe some kind of other. No, it's a helicopter. Yep, it's a helicopter. I don't know where it's going. I don't know if it's like carrying it, somebody having a heart attack, or on its way to getting somebody with a heart attack, or on its way to get somebody who's been in some horrific accident, or if it's some surveillance shit, just like all them Waymos that keep running around my neighborhood with nobody in the car, but taking all the fucking video. Okay. All right. Here we go. France. Ooh, swords. Okay, well, look. You're going to have to be logical about it. First of all, go look into the actual computer. Find out if it's still a username that's not you. Like, did you have to log into your Apple or Google or whatever Hoodle account to get into the computer in the first place? Well, if you did, well, there's one part of the puzzle. If you didn't, well, you just been using the same person's thing, and that, there's an update coming up, and this is what happens. You don't know that nothing's going on with your computer until there's an update. And then suddenly they're bombarding you with like, do you want to update now? Do you want to update later? You want to update in the morning? You want to update overnight? No, bitch, I don't want to update ever. Ever. That's a pain in my ass. And usually when I update, some shit goes wrong. So, yeah. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just saying, you need to like get into the thick of it. Like, get behind the scenes. Don't just blindly trust. Okay. You know what's funny? I recently started getting emails from a random clinic in a different state of a person that is not me or my sex. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's just some random mistake of some person who misspelled their email address when they was typing it into this one clinic, or if it's some, identity theft thing. I look at my credit score every month. I pay my bills. I try to keep up with it. So I think it's okay. But still, I still get these emails occasionally, and I'm like, do I need to reach out to this entity and let them know that the emails they're sending me are not reaching their patient? Like, I don't know what this person's symptoms are or what their particular problem is, but the fact that the clinic keeps reaching out to me and I don't know who they are, it makes me feel a little bit guilty that maybe they're dying and I'm preventing them from getting the care they need from the urgent care clinic that's charging them a whole lot more money than any actual doctor would. Just, I'm living with that. Brand new computer. Well, okay. Oh my goodness. Well, here's the thing. I don't want to get involved with this situation because I got limited emotional resources right now. I've just had to deal with the whole election and the whole Halloween and the whole coming up on Thanksgiving and Christmas. I got a dentist appointment next week. I got a lot of trauma I got to work through, y'all. So I cannot handle your shit exactly perfectly this evening. I just do my best. Okay, well, it's 9:22. Who else has a question? Who else has a question? If not, it's going to be a short show, y'all. I have said pretty much what I want to say. Oh. I do have to say this. So this is Guy Fawkes Day, and I dressed up a little bit. Yeah, about that whole like Andrew Mountbatten Windsor situation. What the hell is the royal family hiding that's way worse than what that's come out about that? Because seriously, y'all, I feel like we are being fed a psyop of psyops. Right. This is historical in a lot of ways. It ain't too often that an actual sovereign's progeny is stripped of titles in the Western world. This is a very rare event. And the fact that they're just casually dropping it on us right before Halloween, which is always about illusions and costumes and masquerades. And they're trying to roll out the whole carpet for the future king. He's down in Brazil doing some shit. And then, they're still kind of like not sure about the next in line to the throne. Well, not the one, but the brother, the younger one, Harry, who married that grifter yacht girl and is still like in the throes of somebody's intelligence agency. Like literally, this is an intelligence op, obviously. Which is why the money keeps flowing to them, even though they don't produce no income. But whatever. I'm just saying, it's funny. It's all very funny. And it doesn't matter ultimately because that person basically gets to retire. They get to retire on the, not necessarily, obviously, the person's dime, the actual man, the man is pretending that he's going to pay for it. No, the man's just going to find a way to funnel the money from some NGO that they set up years ago for the fucking purpose of clearing relatives accused of some heinous shit. So, yeah, I don't know. I just, look, y'all, I just want the best for all of us. I don't want us to be afraid to live in this world. I don't want us to be so petrified of the bullshit that we just clam up and don't live our lives. I want all of us to go out there and live your life. But you also got to be aware of the bullshit so you don't step in the shit. Right? It's about being aware where the piles of shit are. You're out there wandering around in your world, you're doing your thing, and you're like having fun, watching the stars, the aurora borealis, which is supposed to be nice if you live out in the boonies in the next week, even down in Texas. Like if you don't got no lights, go out in the boonies. You might see the northern lights. It's rare it happens, but it might be happening soon. And then, you're doing your thing, but the man is trying to get you. No, don't allow that shit to get into your head. Just focus on what's touching the grass. Oh, okay. Where'd I go? I have already gone away. Gone away from the shit. But anyway, what I was saying about the prince, the formerly known as Prince. The formerly known as Prince. The person formerly known as Prince. Hilarious. Yeah, I'm just saying, look, they're covering some bigger shit up when they go to this amount of trouble to shame one of their own, to throw one of their own under the bus. Don't forget, this person has been part of the family for almost 60 years, 65, 70. I don't know how old that person is. They've been a part of the family. They've been a part of the grift. They've been a part of the whole thing. They got a little too greedy and a little too mouthy, and they pissed somebody off, and now they got to go hide at the estate of their big brother and pretend like they're ashamed. But really, they're fucking mad. They're fucking mad. And they are pissed that they've been used and abused this whole time because they was told the whole time there was no consequences for what they was doing. And then suddenly they got thrown under the bus. And I ain't saying I'm sympathetic. Absolutely not. I am not sympathetic. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Even in the man sphere of shit, there's dysfunctional families and they get shit wrong. And this was the easiest way to distract from whatever horrible other thing is going on. And trust me, y'all. If this other horrible thing ever got out, whatever it is, I'm just assuming whatever it is, allegedly, it would be so earth-shattering that it would be like the aliens landed. I'm just saying. Okay. I did some tea. I spilled it all. It is spilt. Earl Grey all over the carpet. Okay. Next question was, Goog, what is the Austin police chopper looking for? Oh, I have no idea. Oh, Book of Revelation. My God, this could be bad. Let's find out. Book of Revelation's gonna tell us what to think, 'cause we ain't got no ability to think for ourselves. Okay, Google Chrome. We're gonna go to random number generator. So Book of Revelation has 22 verses. Random number generator. Random number generator. Oh! There we go. Okay, 22. Sorry, y'all. I was a little distracted. Okay, here we go. All right, chapter 18. Chapter 18 has how many verses? Chapter 18, verse 24. 24. All right, chapter 18, verse 12. Chapter 18, verse 12. Let's find out what's up. Y'all could probably figure it out already, but these pages are so thin. Chapter 18, verse 12. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and of fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all fine wood and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble. This is about commodities. Look, they're looking for the goods. Y'all, look, they're looking for everything. The man is not stepping back. No, he's expanding his powers. You know, that whole digital ID thing that I've been harping on and other people have been harping on. And we just try to pretend. We try to pretend. It ain't happening. But you know what? It's happening, y'all. It's fucking happening. And it ain't going to be good for us. They're going to be looking for all the shit. All the shit. Every time you go outside, they want to know where you're going. They want to know what you're throwing in the dumpster. They want to know how much your dog shits and how much food you're feeding it. This is how much they want to know. Aside from all the other shit they already know about you, because it's all online anyway. You already pay all your bills online. You already do all your digital shit online. Your paychecks online. All the shit's online. Your social media is online. Everything's online. The man wants to know even more. Even the most intimate details. It's coming, y'all. So yeah, there you go. They were looking for everything. Anything and everything. Because it's all evidence. P&G, a reading for the week, please. Okay. Here we go. What do we got? Oh, a rnacle. Oh, my goodness. We got to get a random number generator out again just to make sure we got the right number. 755 pages in that rnacle. Page 326. Page 326. Okay. Here we go. Page 326. Ooh, we're almost there. Reading for the week, page 326. What to expect. Almost there. Looks like some boudoir action. Okay, well, look, here's the deal. You are going to be in a position of power or a position of servitude. I don't know which it's going to be for you. There's going to be a place where you have to either be the alpha or the beta. You got to decide which place you're going to be in. Now, I don't know your preferences. I don't know what, is going to come up that dissuade you. Like, maybe this person ain't bathed in a couple of days. That could deter you from being the one on the bottom. But ultimately, there's a choice involved. You get a choice between two opposites. And how you make that choice is going to reflect on how you feel about the week. So, yeah, good luck. Appreciate you asking the question, as always. All right. It is 9:34. You're welcome. Oh, you're just having a look first. You got to have a sniff, too. I'm sorry. Anytime I'm down there, I'm going to give it a sniff before I give it a taste. If you know what I mean, that's just common sense. Do not taste without sniffing. This is important for all kinds of things, not just genitals. It could be important for the meat that you eat. If you go to the store and you get some meat and you open it up and you smell it and it smells off, don't eat that fucking meat. Y'all, it's better to just throw it away, take the loss, go through the hassle of getting a refund if you're that kind of Karen. But honestly, don't eat it if it smells bad. I'm just saying. Don't fuck it if it smells bad. Just saying. All right. 9:35, y'all. What, you age your beef till it reeks? Well, you know what? Beef's a little bit different. And I will appreciate that comment as a pushback. I do. Because beef is different. But the environment needs to be properly controlled in order for the microbes to not make you sick. As far as chicken and pork, I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't. I would be like, you know what? If it smells off, don't cook it. Don't eat it. Just throw it to the wolves. They got the microbiome to deal with it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look, y'all, it's 9:36. I do have a very early morning job to take care of. And if y'all don't got questions, I'm liable to wrap it up soon. I know it's Guy Fawkes Day. And we should be setting off fireworks, but you know what? There are no fireworks to be had in Central Texas in the middle of the fall in November because we only do fireworks in the summer. It's a summer thing here. So whoever's left over in the UK or the Commonwealth that's got the fireworks and you want to send them off with the OraCola, do it now because it ain't happening here. Okay. Well, I'll just read one for the collective. And we'll see what the universe wants the collective to know. Oh, another man minion. My goodness. getting a lot of fruit from this tree. Yeah. It's funny. It's funny how the man will throw some of his own under the bus occasionally. He's been throwing a lot of them under the bus recently. And I feel like it's because he's a little bit desperate. The government shutdown, it's having its effects, but it ain't working like it used to, which is why it's been the longest one. And I feel like, honestly, now that the elections are over, they're probably going to wrap them up pretty quick. They'll find an agreement at some point now that the elections are done. But even if they don't, still, it's all theater. It's all fucking theater. Everything's a play on everything else. Okay, here we go. JP Morgan. Okay, well, here you go. One of the ultimate man minions. Look. Look at this dark figure coming from the dark shadows of the city from behind. This is like death with puffy, like facial hair. Oh my goodness. Well, look, the lesson from the universe is, look, the man is fucking you over. You can either join the man or be a victim to the man. These are your choices. Now, there are moral consequences for either choice, right? If you join the man, well, yeah, you might come out ahead in this lifetime, maybe even a couple, 3 lifetimes in the future. But when you join with evil, you get mired in evil. And I'm not saying the man is evil. I'm just saying the man is misguided in a way that might presume to be evil if you're a pure-hearted person. So, yeah. Choose your battles. Choose your winner. Choose your champion. Choose your lane. Whatever you got to do. But, yeah, if you don't choose the man, well, guess what? The man's going to step on you. The man's going to stomp on you. The man's going to wreak havoc on you. The man's going to shit on you, piss on you. All the things the man likes to do to the little people below him. But maybe you won't have to go through 2 or 3 lifetimes of karma to work that shit out. Like, you can rise above it in this one lifetime. Maybe. Who knows? Can happen. Okay. 9:40, y'all. I'm going to do a last call for questions. Otherwise, I feel like I got them all. I think I spilled all the tea I wanted to spill about the fucking shit. The man's been sacrificing his own so much. He's in a world of hurt right now. He's like, do I unleash the fake alien invasion? He has literally got his finger on the fake alien invasion button. At this point, it's on the button. It's on the button. And he's like, do I press it? This is my last resort, y'all. If this don't work, if this don't fucking work, if this didn't work and the other shit didn't work, like, what do I got left? What have I got left? We shall see. We shall see. And if you don't have a question, that's fine. I'm happy to wrap it up. Y'all, look, I got me a lotto ticket. I hope it's a winner because I cashed in my other winners. So I'm without a winning ticket hanging out in my house. I like to keep them around for a few weeks just for like good luck. But yeah, I need a new winner. Okay. Y'all are having a fun conversation amongst yourselves. So I'm just going to scratch off my ticket and call it a night, y'all. Look, if you got a question, I will entertain it for the next 15 seconds. I'm going to scratch off my ticket and allow you to think one more time. And if not, me and Guy Fawkes are going to go to bed and wake up in a very short amount of time to serve people who do not deserve it. Just saying. Okay. We got some good numbers in here. I feel like hopefully we'll win one of them. Okay. Here's our numbers. Manifest some wins. All right, here we go. Manifest a winner. Gonna manifest a winner. And we're gonna manifest a winner. Oh no! I scratched off a 9 and thought I won, but I did not win. I had 19. Son of a bitch. But I did win. You know what? Look, I didn't win the 9, but I won the 6. I won $4 again, y'all. I won $4. I don't think I've won $4 twice in a row ever on the OraCola, as long as I've been doing these scratch-offs. So, yeah, this is a good night. Of course, a 9 would have been better than a 19. Yeah, I would have enjoyed that $1,000, but you know what? I will take the 4. I will take the 4. So, thank you, universe. Appreciate it. Y'all, I'm going to have to wrap this up. I know it's old, but I have to say it. I have a fast food job and I have to get up early in the morning. So I will see y'all next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central here on youtube.com/channelrccola. If you got friends that you think might enjoy the show, please let them know about it. Tell them to tune in live or send it a link of an old show. I got some old snippets that I used to edit, which no one watched, which is why I quit. You can send one of them just to let them know what it's kind of about. And yeah. I'll see y'all next week. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and that wherever you are enjoying your life, because ultimately the man wants you to think your life sucks. It probably doesn't. Just saying, it probably doesn't suck as much as you think it does. Think about it. All right, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.